defense was able to rattle him. They hit him often. They hit him early. They got sacks on him, and then he started feeling it. His eyes came down. He started floating the ball over the middle of the field and putting it into trouble and got picked off. So it's important in this one, David. Up front, they do a better job of helping him stay on his feet to get into a rhythm.
The best quarterbacks in the history of the game, when you continue to hit them, they become very human, and they start to rush their thought process. So he got hit early, and he got hit often last week, and that's why they lost. Position one, objective number one today. Protect him, keep him upright, let him get some confidence.
And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Touchdown, Auburn! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And how about the bomb? The long field all the way across the field. Big-time play, big-time throw. Receiver runs underneath it, takes it to the house. Huge play for this offense.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the Oklahoma Sooners offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass in coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
That's such a great physical play by the defense, because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Still on his feet at the 45. Racing down the left side. Continues to fight for yards. Touchdown Sooners. He would not be denied.
Well, we see the home run on offense, but defensively, we've got to do a better job tackling. You've got to get hats to the football, and then you got to bring the ball carrier down. Poor fundamentals, poor tackling helped lead to that long touchdown.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. So here comes the Auburn offense. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
They'll run it from the gun. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain. Auburn people love to recite their creed, and I think somewhere in there, it's you should run the football well.
That's definitely a part of their blueprint. Every championship team
Breaks into the open. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground.
All out of space. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed, look at the elusiveness, get into the end zone. Nice run.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. Third and short, the power run here. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. And the Sooners will hustle to the line.
And the defense gives up the first down. And oh, here they go. They're going fast. No time to substitute. Got to communicate quickly and get back on the line of scrimmage.
Connection to the right. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Well, he's able to make it easy after that catch, and I think his speed is something that just scares DBs to death. And you think about great Oklahoma receivers recently, guys like CeeDee Lamb, Sterling Shepard, Hollywood Brown. DBs gave them so much cushion because they were afraid they were going to get run by, and I think that's how defenses treat this guy too. With his speed and his playmaking ability, he scares you to death, and that cushion helps him out tremendously.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Turning it on! They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs. The give to the tailback. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work. And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas. Communication is harder. But the snapping the football, everybody being on time, man, this crowd really affecting the football.
This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And the defensive line, you know, third and long situations, I'm rushing the quarterback. You bring in the nickel, a little bit more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack on third down.
Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. Wide receiver comes in motion. Little touch pass to the receiver. Finds just enough daylight to work his way up to the 19-yard line.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
First down from their own 22. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. immediately call timeout. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Quarterback may change this route. Looking downfield, it's Lindsey. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense has just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that.
There he goes. At the 30. He's at the 20. He's got the first down, and they did a brilliant job getting them out flanked with the Wildcat.
And that's why this offense is hard to stop, man. They had that option to pitch it. So as a defense, like, I got to get the quarterback, and then I got to get the pitch man, and they lost the pitch man, and you could tell. He made them pay with a big gain down the field.
They'll move the wide receiver. With jet sweep pass. Spins away from the defense.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
He wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
3rd and long, and they'll need to get it close to the goal line to convert. Touchdown, Auburn! Quick strike through the air for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
So here comes the Oklahoma offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a pulls it in on the right. The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch. The Sooners are in the hurry-up. Another big play for this Sooner receiver, dare I say, Hollywood-esque.
Hollywood is right, and that's one guy that comes to mind, by the way, but this offense, it just does what it does. No matter the name, no matter the coach, whoever it is, it's going to be high-flying, it's going to be fast-paced, and it's going to be really good.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Oh, this crowd wanted. They want to roll Toomer's corner, but right now they want to stop on third. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Off-play action on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
In the last couple weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him. Getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple games.
Oh, he's got some space. Oh, and he ruins the big gator with a fumble. Oh, and just like they threw it up, put it on the ground, fall on top of it, still get the first down. And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Okay, The Tigers come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. They're going to go right back to him on first down. Not a lot there. Picks up one inside the 20 to the 19. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Trying to turn the corner on the right. Russell out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 7-yard line, and this offense is more than threatening. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This Auburn offense doing work. They're set up with another first down. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's going for the goal line. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Tiger. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. Pulls it in. It's 5.
A lot of times you're throwing these slants to the big body guys because they're so physical and they can win with physicality. But when you throw it to a little guy like this, I just know he's going to win with his speed. He's got that much quicks. He's going to win, and I'm going to force feed him the ball and let him make plays.
They use that sideline as a defender and get him out of bounds at the 36. Might as well give it to him again. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the Sooners now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wants to fire on 2nd down. And down goes the quarterback. There are penalty flags down, but it looks as if this might be on the offense. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. Here on 3rd down for this offense. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. Might be changing the route. Looking downfield, it's Lindsey. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
The short hands, it's Watson. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker. And the Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Wants to throw on 3rd down. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Got it in the middle at Simmons. Looks as if Auburn will have enough for the 1st down. Offense in an empty set. Looking to throw on 1st down. It's complete. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Tigers. And the extra point sails through, and they have a 35-7 lead.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his second touchdown of the game.
Here he comes out of the end zone. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Leaves it with the back. They'll give him a couple. That leaves him with 3rd and 8. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best.
He's going to throw deep right side. Pulls it in down the sideline. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Sooners getting set on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Bring in the heat. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Man, this quarterback is going to need an ice bath when this game is over because he is getting whacked. We've seen him go down. He's been sacked time and time again. He just got nailed another time on that last play.
There he goes. Touchdown, Oklahoma. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
You got to wonder if that's going to be the play that changes the momentum in this game for the offense. It had been tough. They were up against it here early in the game, but the quarterback now starting to find a little bit of a rhythm. Really nice touch and throw on that touchdown. And here we go. This might be the play that gives them their confidence.
On the move from inside his 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. This drive will open from the 15. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute that.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep plowing it on until they find an answer.
Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Quarterback making adjustments. To the air, it's Lindsey. Fires to the big fella. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stops. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. On the direct snap, it's Watson. Now the pitch. And he's taken down after a short gain, and that'll do it for us here in the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work in Auburn, Alabama so far, and welcome into the halftime report. And in this day and age where quarterbacks chuck it all over the field, how refreshing to see two offenses rely on off-tackle left, off-tackle right, and even a few halfback dives. Physical offensive lines and elusive backs have told the story. A throwback to the halcyon days of 3 yards and a cloud of dust. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Jordan-Hare.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. Just about set here in the second half as Auburn about to kick it off. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
From the gun, the running back has it. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start the second half, defense picking up where it left off.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores. Looking deep down the right side. He's got it inside the 30. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17. Quarterback on the keeper. Jukes his way for more. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. The Sooners moving quickly to the line. Around the end, it's Hunt. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Wants to go up top. Looking for the score. Touchdown Sooners. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. So here comes the Auburn offense. Their lead down to 2 touchdowns as they go back to work on this drive. He might want another play. Looking for a man. It's Lindsey. Lost one deep down the right side. And they can't make the connection going for a big play on first down.
And that's a really good play. That's a bomb. That's thrown way down the field. A lot of time for me to do what? Get a little bit handsy, get my hands, force a PI. Stayed calm, did a nice job staying the course, got his hand on the football for the deflection.
Back to pass on second down. Makes the grab down the middle. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. To the air on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Simmons. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Hey, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Finds him out of the backfield. Oh, he didn't get there. What a stop against an offense that's been magnificent on third down. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He'll make the fair catch, but there is a flag on the field.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Man, oh man, those types of penalties just drive defensive coordinators crazy. Was fourth down, now first down. Got a man, it's Watson. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on second down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Back to throw, it's Lindsey. Caught near the sticks, it's Simmons. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They go to the ground. Spins away from the defender. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
You know, the RPO game now in college football really puts the defense in a bind, and it forces them just to freeze a half second as they try to distinguish between the running back and the quarterback. Who's keeping the football? On that play, it was the running back, and he made him pay.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. From the gun, the ground game. Touchdown, Auburn! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Looking for room, it's Hunt. Shakes off the defender. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. And the Sooners come to the line in the hurry-up.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Bond. Right down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Oklahoma! Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house. If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. He'll be stopped at the line of scrimmage, and time has expired here in the third. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. So the final period starts with a second down play. Back to throw, it's Lindsey. Lofts one high and deep. He holds it in, and nobody's close. Touchdown, Tiger! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. They push the lead out here in the fourth quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1. How about this Tiger quarterback etching his name alongside the greats and maybe wearing out Aubie with extra push-ups after all these points?
And you just think about those guys having those kind of days as Nick Marshall, Cam Newton, just superstars at the position. That's what kind of day he's having so far.
Here comes the Oklahoma offense. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. He wants to take the top off. Got his man. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Looking downfield on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field and get ready to...
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And when I got a stud quarterback like they do, I'm going to protect him. I'm going to make sure that I keep him upright because he can do some serious damage. But this defense applying pressure and applying the hammer in this football game.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Here comes the heat. Unleashes it on the run. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
Will not get there. A fourth down stop.
Well, at this point of the game, in the second half, down 3 possessions, you're not punting anymore. Every fourth down you're going to be going for, regardless of where you are on the field. The problem is, defense knows it too, so they're going to play call accordingly. That time, they had a better play call on. They execute. It's just been that kind of day for this offense.
And they not only knocked him down behind the line, they also put him back under the century mark for the day. On the ground, it's Henderson. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. On the snap, it's Simmons. He'll toss it. He's brought down at the 44-yard line, and the defense making a play on third down. They've already converted a fourth down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2. Making side adjustments here. They're throwing for it on fourth down. That's caught. It's Simmons. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. The Sooners want to pick up the tempo.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Catch in the middle, it's Hunt. At the 45, on his way. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you...
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
You know, it doesn't matter how talented you are as a quarterback, how accurate you are, how athletic you are. If you're on your back most of the day, it's going to be very hard to win the game. That's been the case for this guy here today. He's been under pressure. He hasn't been in rhythm. He's thrown an interception. This has just not gone his way.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Got his man downfield. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to
know where to go, and the ball is loose. The offense very fortunate to get that ball back. The Sooners trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. They've made clutch, tough plays on this drive on 3rd down. They need one more on 3rd and 7. Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown Sooners! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Charlotte is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage to this point, but they still have some work to do to put this in the win column. They're up by 7 over Appalachian State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Watson. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the running game has been disastrous on the last couple of plays. They'll try to salvage the drive on 3rd down. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. Auburn sends out the punting unit. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Fair catch is made, and they'll mark it at the 19. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. And the Sooners want to move quickly.
Man, that is a big negative play for this defense, putting them in reverse, getting the quarterback on the ground, and they better get ready again. Look at this offense. They're right back on the ball, ready to snap it again.
This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on 3rd down. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. The Sooners are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack.
After being stopped there on 4th down, this game's pretty much over. They were going to have to go down in a 2-minute situation, put at least 7 up on the board. They couldn't get it done. Things just haven't gone their way. It's been that type of day today. They're going to leave the stadium with the loss.
Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. 1 more yard on this second down might just put an exclamation point on this one. Might be calling a hot route. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Direct snap. It's Watson. Touchdown, Auburn! And they take it in for 6 more points. They push the lead out here in the 4th quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1. He has been unstoppable, the ultimate dual threat, positively camtastic.
And that dude was just so incredible to watch, and that's what he's putting on display. He's looking like that. Just whatever he wants to do, it's working, and this Auburn offense is cooking.
And the returner goes down. The Sooner offense returns to the field. Not a lot of hope here, down 3 possessions late.
No, and I love this part as a pass rusher because I'm just pinning my ears back, getting to the quarterback. I know it's a pass every single time. Palmer, I'm trying to pad my stats. I'm sure you're just trying to stay up.
Well, we're definitely just trying to stay alive at this point, but you're also trying to build confidence, too, for your next opponent. If you can find some completions late in the game, even though it looks like you're going to lose it, it's all about building on the good things you do this week so that you're out executing at a higher level the next time.
Unloads to the wideout. On target to the left. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Thomas. And just when you think you've seen every move, he's got another one, and he's out to the 40. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. DB's right up on the receivers. He'll spike the ball to try to save every precious second he can.
No gain on the play.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Unleashes to the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Oklahoma!
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Hard running there. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And that's exactly what I want from my offense. Like, listen, they're out of timeouts. I want this clock to tick. Now, we have seen some college coaches across college football continue to run the football and also give up the football and give a gift to the other team. This one's over if I just take a knee.
Slithers into space. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Tiger. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch it. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the...
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The Sooners want to crank the tempo. Everybody lined up, quickly snapped and spiked to stop the clock.
On the play. It's 3rd down.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Fires to the right. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock. And the Sooners will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. They'll bring him down. The clock is at 0, and that is how this one will wrap up. Well, this was an offensive